Are you looking for a new home in the Central Florida area in the low 300s? Well, I found a community just for you. And not only is this community affordable, but they are also offering a 2.99% interest rate as well as $12,000 towards your closing costs. So if that sounds interesting to you, make sure you stay tuned because you're not going to want to miss this one. Okay, welcome in and welcome back everybody. And if you're new here, my name is Dylan Concepcion, a trusted Central Florida real estate advisor. And today we are back in Haines City. Haines City is perfectly situated between two of Florida's major hotspots. It's just about an hour and 20 minutes south of Orlando and an hour and 40 minutes east of Tampa. That means you're within an hour's drive of world-class attractions like Disney World, Universal Studios, and even the Gulf Coast beaches. Before we kick this home tour off, I would just like to start off by saying that I am feeling a little nostalgic today because this is one of the very first floor plans that I ever toured for my YouTube channel. So again, it feels good to be back in Haines City, showcasing it to you guys again. And it's just a little, mental note of how far we have come. So it definitely feels good and I am feeling a little nostalgic today. So with that being said, we're gonna jump straight into it. Our home has 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and sits just above 1,500 square feet. So let's start off with this foyer. And we will be seeing our 6-foot door frames and doors throughout the entire home. And what I love about our builder is what you see is what you get in these models. So we will be getting these gray ceramic tiles throughout the home, as well as our 9-foot ceilings, which makes this space feel so grand. And if we continue down our foyer, just to the right of me is going to be our first 2 bedrooms and bathroom. So let's walk into bedroom number 1. Now, in bedroom number 1, we are going to be seeing our cozy carpets. We also get a front-facing window that brings in a good amount of natural light. And just to the right of me is going to be our sliding closet doors that take us to our closet, obviously. So let's take a quick look. And now we are going to exit bedroom number 1, stepping out just this way. To the left of me is going to be bathroom number 1. So feel free to walk in and let's take a look. And like I mentioned, guys, what you see is what you get. So we are going to get our shower tub combo with our tiles that go about 3/4 of the way to the ceiling, as well as our single vanity sink with a granite countertop and our cabinets underneath. And just behind me is going to be our second bedroom. So let's walk in real fast and let's take a look. We are stepping onto our cozy carpets in bedroom number 2, just like bedroom number 1. And we have a side-facing window that brings in a decent amount of natural light. And just to the left of me is going to be, again, our sliders to our closet. So let's take a quick look. And can we give some bonus points to the bunny theming in this room? It's definitely a cute design and I can visualize, 2 sisters or twin sisters definitely sharing this room. Exiting bedroom number 2, we are going to step back into our foyer. Now, just to the right of me, slightly behind me, is going to be our laundry room and our entrance to our 2-car garage. Now, I will not be showcasing our garage because it is being used as a sales center, so our sales rep is kind of camping in there. But good news, we actually do get to keep the washer and dryer that you guys are seeing in the laundry room, which is huge. Typically, we never see washer and dryer included, so that is a huge W here. So let's go check out this laundry room. And exiting our laundry room and stepping back into our foyer, we are going to walk into one of my favorite parts of the home, which is of course going to be the kitchen. And as I mentioned earlier, guys, what you see is what you get with these builders, but there are some changes that we are allowed to make in the kitchen, so let's talk about it. starting off with this huge island with breakfast bar. And we are going to have the granite countertops in this kitchen, but there is also an option for quartz countertops as well. So let's talk about the monetary difference between a home that is 100% standard and a home that has all the bells and whistles. So if your home, let's say our 100% standard home is only $300,000, the home with all the bells and whistles is only going to be about $312,000, meaning that difference is only about $12,000, which is huge to see, because if you watch my videos, then you'll know that some model homes typically will spend upwards of $50, $60, $70, $100,000 worth of upgrades in their model homes to get it, that pretty model-esque standard that they want, versus our builder here, you don't have to worry about that, because you'll walk into the model knowing that the only thing that's going to be different is maybe our granite countertops and our kitchen cabinet colors. So as far as the colors in our kitchen cabinet, you're going to have your options between gray or brown or an espresso with our gray accents that come through that. So definitely nice to see. Now, everything included in this kitchen is going to be our microwave, our oven stove, our dishwasher, and yes, we get to keep the refrigerator as well. Guys, that is huge as a standard feature to have our washer and dryer, and not only, but our refrigerator as well. Now, one thing we don't get in our kitchen, just like our soft close, is going to be our range and hood. We do not have that. We have cabinet space up there. Make sure that close you guys can see. No soft close. Just behind me is going to be our pantry, so we're going to take a look at that now. And now, before we exit our kitchen, I just wanted to mention that we do not get backsplash options. We get the 4-inch upper that continues with our countertop. And one of the things I love about the builders is they do a great job capturing that entertainment lifestyle. From our kitchen, we have direct sight lines to our living room. I love being able to watch TV from the comfort of my kitchen. And now we are seeing an accent wall, and that does not convey. That is something you guys would have to do after closing. And on that accent wall, you see that we have a little bit of a smaller TV, but personally, you gotta throw up the 75-inch screen TV minimum. It's a perfect wall for that. Definitely something that needs to be added. Just behind me is going to be our cover lanai. Now, it is a little bit of a smaller cover lanai, so we're gonna walk out and take a look. So we just got to take a look at our covered lanai. And now, stepping back into our home, we are going to walk over to our dining space. And now, as you guys can see, we have a decent sized dining space here. We can fit an entire dining room table in this location. And I know that we're seeing curtains, and we've seen curtains throughout the entire home, but I just wanted to let you guys know that we actually get blinds as a standard feature. We will get blinds on all of our windows. The model just has the curtains because I guess it looks attractive, but we do get blinds on all those windows. So I just want to make sure that you guys are aware. And just behind me is going to be our master bedroom, our final stop of the day. So we're going to walk in right now and let's take a look. And in our primary suite, we step back onto our cozy carpets, and we have a large rear-facing oversized window that brings in a great amount of natural light. And guys, remember, accent walls are not included. They do not convey. That is something you guys would have to tackle on your own. That's your own little DIY project, or you pay someone to do it after close, of course. Now, just behind me is going to be our master bathroom. So we're gonna walk in, and we're gonna talk about it. Now, in our master bathroom, we are going to have the double his and hers vanity sinks with the same countertop from our kitchen. And now, to the left of me is going to be our all-glass step-in shower enclosure with the ceramic tiles that go about 3/4 to the ceiling. And just to the right of me is going to be one of two things. It can either be a linen closet where you keep your towels, bed sheets, and so forth, or it can be your his closet, because we know the missus is about to take out what's behind me. So let's just take a brief look at what the his closet looks like. Now, as you guys can see, not the most space, but we do get a decent amount of space in there, shelf space for my hises out there. Now let's take a look at what the misses will be occupying. And that is going to conclude our home tour for the day. So make sure you stick around for Coach Contra's class, because he's going to be going over how you guys can secure a 2.99% interest rate. Keep in mind market values at like 6, as well as $12,000 towards your closing costs. So if you guys want to take advantage of a free 2.99% interest rate and a free $12,000, make sure you stay tuned, and I'll catch you out in the kitchen for the outro. Peace. Welcome back, everyone, and thanks for stopping by my class. My name is Coach Contra, and we're going to jump straight into it today, starting off with our incentives. And our community currently has some good ones going on right now. As mentioned earlier in the video, yes, this community is currently offering a 2.99% interest rate for your first year. And this is achievable through a 2-1 buy down. And the community has already bought down the rates for your fixed 30-year mortgage to a minimum of 4.99. So we're already going to have a lower rate, but our first year is going to be down at 2.99 for our first year. Our second year is going to be 3.99, and then the next year it's going to go back up to that 4.99 for the rest of the loan. So you guys are saving hundreds and hundreds of dollars with this buy down. And they are also offering you $12,000 towards your closing costs. So guys, if you like taking advantage of free money, please feel free to reach out to me or Dylan, and we got you. And these numbers are subject to change, so make sure you guys reach out to us for the most up-to-date information. Next up is going to be our average insurance. Now, the average insurance in this community for our home size is going to be around $900 to $1,200. So a little bit on that lower end, not too bad. And next up is going to be our home value, and this home clocks in right at a value of $311,990. And now that is for the standard version of this home, as Dylan spoke about in the kitchen today. So the lowest price for one of the Portland models, someone forgot to pay the electric bill. Sorry about that, guys. It looks like someone forgot to pay the electric bills here. But jumping back into our home value, our lowest price Portland model clocks in right at a value of $311,990. In our Portland model, with all the bells and whistles, as you guys saw in the kitchen scene with the gray cabinets and wood and tile flooring, clocks in right at $324,990. So really, we're only looking at about a price difference of $12,000 from our standard all the way up to our bells and whistles, right? And our HOA in this community is only going to be $49 a month. We have a low HOA in this community, and that's going to cover the maintenance of our common areas as well as our high-speed internet. So that is a monthly fee you guys don't have to worry about. And we do have a CDD in this community of $177 a month, and that will reflect monthly through your mortgage. And now, before I jump into our loan options, I just want to make it clear that I am not a lender. All the numbers I provide to you guys are for educational purposes only. So don't go attacking no sales rep saying, oh, but Coach G said, guys, all these numbers are subject to change and are for educational purposes only. So if you want the most up-to-date and accurate information, make sure to reach out to me or Dylan, and we got y'all. And now keep in mind, guys, I am going to be using our lowest price Portland models for these numbers. So keep that in mind when we're taking into account our down payment and so forth. Now, jumping into our first loan of the day, it's going to be our FHA loan, all reliable, at a down payment of 3.5%. We're looking at a down payment of $10,919 with a credit score of 580 to qualify. And now jumping into our conventional, the most common down payments we see are 3%, 5%, and 10%. And at a down payment of 3%, we are looking at $9,359. And at 5%, $15,599. And at 10%, $31,199 for your down payment, and that is going to be a credit score of 620 to qualify. And now I'm frequently asked, what is the difference between FHA and conventional? If I can pay 3.5, why would I pay 5 or 10? And it's super simple. If we're looking at a 10% and higher down payment, that is typically because you are my second-time homeowners, and my second-time home acquirers are required to have a higher down payment. And now, as far as the main difference between FHA and conventional, it's going to be that PMI, our primary mortgage insurance, which can be an additional few hundred extra dollars on top of your mortgage every single month. And with the main difference being with FHA, that PMI is going to be there the entire duration of the loan, whereas with your conventional, it actually drops off once you have 20% equity in your home. And now guys, if you need to go FHA for down payment or credit purposes, it's okay. Once you hit that 20% equity mark, you can actually refinance out of your FHA into a conventional and have that PMI removed. And now moving forward, we're jumping into our next loan, which is going to be our USDA loan. Now we are in Haines City, as mentioned earlier in the video, which is USDA eligible, meaning there's a chance you could get approved for a 100% financing loan. And now I say there may be a chance because there are guidelines that you have to meet in order to get approved through USDA, but it's always worth a shot. And now that brings me to our next loan of the day, which is going to be our VA loan. So shout out to all my veterans out there. We truly do appreciate all you guys do. And the VA appreciates it so much that they hook it up with a 100% financing loan. That is a big whopping $0 down. All my veterans are responsible for bringing to the closing table is their closing costs. And speaking of closing costs, that brings me to our final segment. I usually calculate closing costs at a rule of thumb of 4%. Now on average, closing costs is typically about 3% of the purchase price. I like to overestimate it so that when my buyers get to the closing table, there is a chance that it could be less than what was originally estimated. And at a rule of thumb of 4%, our closing cost is $12,479 for our property. And that is going to be my final segment. So thanks for stopping by my class, and back to you, Dylan. Thank you, Coach C. We appreciate you as always. And as you guys can see, we are back in the kitchen. And as a final recap, today we were in Haines City checking out our builder's Portland model. It has 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and sits just above 1,500 square feet. Now, this is usually the point in the video where I take a quick second to say thank you to all of my lovely folks and peeps out there who have been supporting my channel and showing love this far. I truly do appreciate it. And with Thanksgiving coming up, I'm even more thankful. So I just want to wish a big happy Thanksgiving to all my viewers out there. I truly do appreciate you guys, and you are making a young man's dreams come true. So if you haven't heard me say it yet, my name is Dylan Concepcion, a trusted Central Florida real estate advisor, and I go all over Central Florida touring new construction communities and homes so you guys don't have to. So if you found any value in today's video or my previous content, you should consider hitting that like button. 1, because it is free and it helps my channel go a long way, but 2, it also keeps you guys in the loop so you aren't missing any opportunities similar to this one. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.